Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And this is one of many test runs I've done with the Spray Buddy. I gotta tell you, it's freaking awesome. I'm not lying about it. It is absolutely awesome. I'm using the 2-nozzle spray boom. And what I have in the tank is Katana, and I got it spiked with a little bit of nitrogen, and then I've got the O2YS adjuvant in here. And I'm spraying out this ryegrass. This strip down the middle is rye. When I get done spraying, we'll talk about, we'll talk about the whole get up here and everything. So, what are some of the benefits of the Spray Buddy? Well, I'm getting close to releasing it. I'm getting really, really close. As you can notice, I'm not lugging around a heavy backpack sprayer, number one. Number two, I'm going down at a pretty heavy volume of water at 2 gallons per 1,000. And number three, this is so much fun. So what am I waiting on for Spray Buddy? I'm waiting on a few manufacturers to get their tail in gear and hurry up and get my parts that have been ordered for 6 months now. Actually, it may even be a little bit longer than that, but that's what I'm waiting on. But the main purpose of the Spray Buddy is to fix it to where homeowners don't have to refill 18 times with a backpack sprayer. You don't have to lug around a heavy backpack sprayer around the yard. So it literally changes so many things. You don't even have to spray low volume anymore. And I've got a little bit of junk out here at the road I'm gonna get and clean up while I'm out here. I think I had a couple of weeds right over here, the best I remember, but I don't see them now. Maybe they are just gone. Alright, so those of you who are new to the channel, thank you for checking me out. I'm a little bit tired right now, so I'm not all that spunky. Had my final production version Spray Buddy come in, and that's it, sitting right over there. Absolutely works like a champion, and spent a little time putting that together, getting it calibrated. But I wanted to get out here and spray the rye out. Now I know you're wondering, Pete, it's late. I mean, it's May the 19th today, and yes, it is quite a bit late if you're doing textbook spray rye out. This is Bermuda, Tip Tough Bermuda, the whole yard's Tip Tough. And you would typically spray the rye out a month ago, or maybe even sooner. The rye is intended to be a temporary color over the winter time to cover up brown, the paper sack brown that you get with Bermuda when it goes dormant. I manage quite a few athletic fields in the area, and I wanted to do a little scenario situation, I guess, for lack of better words. And we painted the dormant Bermuda on the left. We painted that with Endurance. We didn't do anything over here on the right. And in the middle, we overseeded with rye. Well, the whole purpose of that is to mimic the exact situation I'm in year after year after year. With a lot of the coaches I deal with, they want to overseed with rye, and which is, I don't have an issue with it, completely fine. Where it becomes an issue, I think, personally, is they wait too late to spray it out. And of course, my hands are tied. I can't spray the fields until they say, hey, Pete, spray the fields. Okay, and of course, baseball's just now finishing up right now. And so that is why the coaches want to leave the rye so long. It's because they want it to look good for the rest of the baseball season. Can't blame them, okay? But what happens is I come in and spray it out, and that's exactly what I just did. I'm mimicking what I do in real life for work. And this rye is going to fade out, and I've got my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping that we have some dead Bermuda. I know it's crazy. Pete, why in the world do you want to kill your yard? Well, I'm doing this to help show you guys, okay? I can fix the grass. It's just grass. I'm telling you, it's easy to fix. But I hope that I have some dead spots, because that's typically what I deal with the coaches all the time, year after year after year. It'll be June, July, and they'll have these big old dead spots in the Bermuda ball field, and they're like, man, my Bermuda looks terrible. I'm like, well, you've been overseeding it for 50 years with rye, and you have devastated the Bermuda, because when you get it this thick and this lush, the rye, it's hard for the Bermuda to bounce back from that, okay? It just is. That whole allelopathic thing you've heard me talking about. So it's a lot of things going on that keep the Bermuda from performing the way it should and the way it should wake up. Well, the paint absolutely dogged this side over here. Okay, that I'm trying to convince coaches and teams, hey, let's paint it to give you the green color over the winter that you want, and the green color during the playing season. Paint attracts heat from the sun and warms up the plant or warms up the ground. I don't know which one it is, but whatever it does, it wakes up quicker when you paint it. Period. I've seen it for 2 years in a row now. I'm waking up anywhere from 20 to 30 days sooner when I paint the turf. And look at how now, it ain't looking as great as right now because I just skinned it down to the ground. So I cut a lot of color out of it yesterday. So I should have planned ahead for the video, but in 2 days, this is going to be lush green again. It's almost the color of the rye. Well, maybe that's a little that was an overstatement, I believe. It's a few shades lighter than the rye, to be more honest. But it's got a super rich dark green color until I mowed it yesterday real short. Back to the paint. This side woke up considerably faster than this side over here, and I've actually still got a little bit of filling in over here on this side where you guys with Bermuda, you know what I'm saying, the canopy ain't quite 100% tight. Now I will attribute some of that to the weather, because we've been cool all the way up to mid-May, and usually we're starting to get warm by now, but it's been pretty cool here. So the Bermuda's not in high gear yet. But even with all that into consideration, there's been a noticeable difference between that side and this side over here. So it is what it is. Back to the rye, this will probably take a couple of weeks to die out, and when it dies out, we'll come out here and look at it. And again, I'm hoping like crazy we got some dead spots and some bad areas. But when I'm standing right here looking over top of it, I can see a considerable amount of tuff. It's like thick tuff. But then of course I got rye mixed all in it, so you know, time will tell. We'll get a couple of weeks on this, and we'll kind of come back and see what happens, see how quickly it dies out or whatever. Now, here's the question you got to ask right quick. You know, if you're not going after a very lush, healthy Bermudagrass field, then what the heck does it matter? Overseed the thing with rye and get your rocks off for that 2 months during baseball season, 2.5, 3 months, or whatever it is. And if you don't care about the Bermuda the rest of the year, how it looks, then it don't matter, right? It could care less how healthy it is in July and August. If your focus is baseball season and baseball season alone, then overseed the thing with rye. If you want a Bermudagrass ball field, but then at the same time you still want that temporary color, I'm a paint guy. Okay, I'm officially, you can call me Picasso Pete or whatever y'all call me on the comments. You can officially call me that, because that's what I'm gonna be, as a paint guy. Now, does that mean I'll never overseed another ball field with rye? Well, absolutely not. If your coach in the school system pays me to do it, you dang right I'm gonna go do it. It's what I do before. I gotta feed my family. I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'll still do it, but I will be offering the option to the coach or the school system. Hey, you know, here's all the benefits of paint, and here's all the downfall of rye, but, you know, here's all the benefits of rye, and I really don't know of any downfalls of the paint other than, you know, it costs money to do it, but heck, the rye costs money to do it too. But you know, from a strictly an aesthetic standpoint, I've had many people ask me this question: Pete, which look do you like better? Do you like the look of painted Bermuda, or do you like the look of ryegrass? Well, that's an crazy easy question to answer. Obviously, I like the look of ryegrass because it's real turf, and it's a real green pigment in the turf that I'm looking at. Obviously, I mean, I can't. It ain't even a comparison in my book. This is grass, and when you paint that over there, it's dormant grass, but it's painted grass. Okay, so absolutely, I would choose the look of rye over the paint 100 times, over and over and over again. But it's my job to help these school systems understand the alternative, so that they're not spending all this crazy money at the end of the summer trying to get the Bermuda to fill back in really, really quickly, just so they can overseed it with rye again and start the process all over. Makes no dang sense to me whatsoever. So that's what I got for you, and like I said, we'll be back out here in a couple of weeks when this stuff checks out, and we'll do some more Bermudagrass work. As always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.